This is it.
Can't believe we're staying at the Psycho Killer B&B.
You hurt her. I'm not going to hurt her until you're here to see it. I'm gonna burn it all down.
Welcome to The Good, the Bad, and the Sequel. This is the movie podcast where we're talking sequels, and we do it in two parts. The first, an interview with an actor, someone involved that made the film worth watching. And the second, a discussion of the sequel, what they got right, what they got wrong, and how it could have been better. Hope you enjoyed last week's interview with stuntman, chemist, scientist, mathematician. He does it all, Brian Neal. We talked about his journey from, being a gymnast, he was doing cheerleading in Northern Illinois, and then boom, this opportunity comes up after he does a little bit of acting. Oh, stunts. And then he's doubling for Damon Wayne Sr., Jr., Jonathan Majors, so many other people. Great stories about this week's sequel, how before they even said, hey, we're going to greenlight this, they used boxes in a warehouse to recreate, or to actually create, the bar scene that ends up making it in the movie. And he said it's very similar to what we saw on camera. So, and I'm talking Scream 7. So before I say anything about, we're talking Scream 7. I cannot believe they made this many. I got to introduce you to my partner in this sequel watching journey, Jamie Riccardi. Jamie, how are you?
I'm doing okay, Doug. What about you?
I'm doing pretty good. The one thing that kind of upsets me is we did Scream 2, which, what Scream did we do? Scream 2.
We did 2.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, Scream 2, my favorite of the franchise. And the next one that we're covering is honestly one of this movie is just oddly put together.
I can't believe that I'm hearing this from you because, this is definitely, I didn't think it was good at all. And this is the second time I've seen it. So I did see it when it first came out.
Same here.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. And then the first scene, I'm like, oh, okay, I remember now. They tried to play a lot of nostalgia. I think the way they did it was lame. I think the ending was absolutely, the reveal is awful. Awful. I think the kids in the bar, the whole bar scene was lame. They were trying to, and I hate to bring up, I really don't hate to bring up his name, but the one girl was trying to be the female version of Jamie Kennedy, talking about rules or whatever.
Yeah, that's her. That's the niece.
I know, but it's just I don't know.
I like her and Mason. It is wild that they are in this movie. It's almost like the other part of that, the 5 and 6. We're going to kind of forget about that. We'll kind of talk about that before we get into it, how this movie pretty much changed. Nev not being in the 6th one. And if I had a beer for every time I heard about New York, I would have not been able to stand. They mentioned New York and almost like a dig at, I don't know why. Nev said it so many times, oh, I should have been with you in New York. Oh, you should have been in New York. It's so much.
I'll give it to her. I think first of all, I think she aged great. I think she looks great.
God, she's the best. She was my crush then.
Yeah, no. But she, so much, and we'll get to the Joker in a little bit. Courtney Cox, but because I feel like she looks like the Joker.
I know, but she looks better since she had this stuff taken out.
I don't know.
Does.
She still looks awful. It's hard to look at her. She looks like the Joker. But Nev, all these things going on in Hollywood, you could tell, she aged gracefully. She might have had a little work done, but not over the top. And I think she looks good from beginning to end, from when she started to now. I'll give that credit. However, I have two big questions, that are basically throughout the movie.
Okay.
One, I understand there's a curfew, but there's no cops that just patrol during a curfew. It's literally a ghost town, the whole movie. No one's around. So that's one. And two, I understand she's married to a cop, but is she just allowed to just run around with a gun shooting it wherever she wants? And,
she's Sidney Prescott, right? She's what McClane should have everywhere. Remember McClane? It was oh yeah, this guy. What do you mean McClane? Everybody should have heard about Nakatomi Plaza.
Yes, but he's a cop at least. She's not a cop, and she runs around shooting a gun at people.
She should be.
Okay, well, whether you
she
should
serves
be or
the
not,
cops every day. Coffee shop.
But
she's not the inn.
she's allowed to shoot at people and kill them. Like she's allowed. Like that's okay. And one last thing. Their garage is the biggest garage I've ever seen because
oh my God, what was
like
that addition? It was weird.
Yeah, it was very weird, but
it was like you saw the garage part and then you just saw, I'm sure they were putting in walls, but their house was pretty big to begin with. It seemed that parts of the house
there's no garage. I mean, the amount of room that garage has, was insane.
On a cop salary? Come on.
Well, that's what I was.
Fishy stuff happening.
Yeah, but did she get money for stab at all or no? See,
maybe.
So she might have gotten money for that. So
you got to think, if in a world that she's real, she goes to every Comic-Con or something, and she's doing all that stuff.
Well, I don't think so. She's
cameos.
No way.
Oh my God, it's Sidney Prescott, the girl that's hey, happy 40th.
She doesn't want to talk about it with her daughter. You think she wants to go out there promoting anything? No.
True.
She's not. She's not. Gail Weathers is out in Comic-Con, which
yeah.
And honestly, like, I'm tired of her character. Like
why is she in the movie? She must have been paid by the minute, and they were in a tight budget because she's barely in it. She didn't even see Ghostface. That's crazy.
Well, not only that,
one interaction with Ghostface.
Ghostface barely talks on the phone in this movie because we have so much of Stu.
Oh, he's going already. Yeah.
To me, the biggest part is Ghostface, like the constant communication with Ghostface, and you only hear him really in the beginning. Like you don't hear him after, just Stu starts coming up. It just, I don't know.
Yeah, the AI, they had to talk about AI in it. But, one thing that was pretty cool. So obviously this movie changed. Melissa Barrera, who was Sam Carpenter in 5 and 6, and Jenna Ortega's character, she played her sister. She was booted off the movie, and then Jenna Ortega's like, I'm going to leave too. She was filming Wednesday. So it kind of changed everything. You had to think, there was a big cliffhanger, like, oh my God, this is Billy Loomis's daughter. She had the knife at the end of the movie, had the mask, like, oh my God, we can continue this. And then the next movie would be like, oh my God, is she maybe the killer or something? So that gets scrapped. The director leaves. And then Nev gets brought back on because she wasn't in 6 because of financial. They didn't want to pay her what her dues are. And then she made pretty good money in this movie. I think like $7 million.
Jeez.
It's a lot of clams.
Oh, it is. It's a lot of clams.
What would you do with that many clams?
Have a big cookout. that's
chowder.
That's
a lot of chowder.
Clam bake.
My kids would be like, oh my God, if somebody said clam at school, they'd start vomiting because that's all they're going to eat morning, day, night, clam.
How did they come up with clam? Like the cock and a loogie, isn't that like a clam? Like they said, like isn't that
that's phlegm?
No, but I thought they called it a clam too. I thought.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Maybe.
I just wanted to know how money became that. How many clams you got?
Well, that's the pirates used to, trade.
Oh, that's probably what it is.
They didn't have money. They're on the water. They paid
there
for
were
clams.
money.
See?
They were money. Some guy had all the clams, and then it was like, that doesn't count anymore. What?
Do you think they have you could deposit the clams? Like you go to the bank and you deposit clams. Like, listen, I got 6 clams here. Where'd you get all those clams?
The loudest ATM, you try to get money out at like 1 a.m. and the whole town wakes up. They fall down a big thing.
Oh my gosh.
But so now, like we mentioned, so this is all about Sydney in this movie. They bring in the daughter, Tatum, which they always had kids. Like when we saw her in Scream 4, in Scream 4, Scream 5, there was always a mention of it. Mention of the husband, who was actually Patrick Dempsey's character from Scream 3, the detective. They were supposedly hit it off. His name was Mark, but then they couldn't get him for this movie. But he was going to play the role of Joel McHale.
Oh, wow.
Which would have been cool. That would have been a cool little connection.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, whatever.
Joel McHale was good.
Would have been he was good. And it's funny how he's like a good actor now. Like, I mean, from where he started. Didn't he do like the E's?
Talk Soup.
Yeah, amazing.
One of the best to do it. Like that show was hilarious.
Oh, you ever see Becky with Kevin James?
No, he's in it.
I think he plays the father, but you got to see Becky. It's like, I mean, it's insane. Kevin James plays a Nazi prisoner. Like he's he's got a swastika on his head or something on his, and it's basically a violent Home Alone with this young girl. Like, oh my gosh, it's because the second one is Wrath of Becky. Like when I say it's a bloody, like absolutely bloody movie, it is. But it's awesome. Yeah, it's good. You should watch it. Anyway, so I'll say it's a question. All right.
Yeah.
The beginning of the movie, which I don't remember all the Scream movies at all. I mean, outside of the first two, I don't remember a lot of them. But don't the first scene, have something to do with the movie later on, or no? Or no?
Well, sometimes they're most of the time they are connected to characters that we know or are friends of the characters. These are people we don't know. The sixth movie was a reporter that we didn't really know. The fifth movie, nobody.
But does it take place in only because like this scene, like the first scene, has nothing to do with the rest of the movie, and honestly makes no sense why Ghostface is there anyway.
I know. It's again, whoever, it's like somebody's framing. So in some world, because of Stu Macher's his death certificate being lost, the records of that. So yes, but just because of that, they were able to be like, you know what, let's burn the house down and then we can murder everybody and then blame it on him, I guess.
So stupid. So
yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you. I found that kind of disturbing because if you put that in the real world, where they went, imagine going to like Charles Manson's house and seeing.
I'm sure that you don't think those things are Airbnb, some murder places.
It's disturbing. Well, okay, if it is, I mean, I don't even know, but if it is, like, how disturbing! You're seeing the chalk out. Oh, here, this is where he strangled this woman, and the chalk outline, and here's the one that he slashed her in the throat, and it's like you want to stay in a place where this guy murdered all these people. Like that's kind of disturbing, and you're staying overnight.
Yeah, and the girl was not into it. And if only for one time, the guy just gives into the girl, like, I want to leave. It's like, oh my God, good. He even felt a little off, I think it seemed.
Oh, he did. Well, you know,
but then he went crazy.
I said that, like, why would you agree to go to this when she really was afraid of everything? And then she tells him how creeped out she is. And what does he do later? He creeps her out.
Oh, dude, I mean, after she gives the out, like, hey, he's like, hey, we can leave if you want to, if you're not into it. He goes, no, you know what? Let's stay. And then the fact that you're right, he does that like 5 minutes later.
Right after.
Messed
like,
up. She
she basically said, you know, he, as the boyfriend, knows that she's not interested in this at all. So, like, all right, you know, and look how cool she is. You know, she's doing this for me. You know, fine. I'm going to scare the crap out of her. Knowing that how scared she is to begin with, I want to make it even worse.
Yeah.
That's awful. That's awful.
So awful. So we'll get into that. Like that actor, I should pull up his name. The guy, the one that plays the man in that scene. He is awesome. He was on American Vandal on Netflix. That was like his big breakout role. He was on Modern Family during the end of it.
He looked familiar.
Ton of stuff, dude.
Well, she's awesome. She's from Landman with Billy Bob.
Oh, okay.
She plays his daughter.
Oh, that was her. Dude, that was her. Oh,
That's
my
her.
God. That show's wild.
Oh,
the interactions between them are.
Oh, well, her and her mom, what's her name?
Ali Lauder. Yeah.
Ali Lauder. So that's it.
Too.
So those two, you watching the show or no?
I watched the first season.
Okay. Yeah, that's the daughter. So.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's pretty cool. But yeah, so we're kind of getting into it. So now we get the phone call that comes in, right? So the phone call that comes in, it's like this guy that's just going through the motions.
Was that before they saw the fake, the animatronic?
Yeah, it was right around then. It was either just before or right after. But yeah, that was cool, right? But again, that would scare the shit out of me. Like, why does that need to be in the house? Something that moved, the head moves and watches me?
But as an audience watching this, you're like, all right, you know that's he's going to replace that in 2 seconds later on. Like, you know, and I think that's part of what this movie, like, I think there's been mystery in the other episodes, like other movies. For this one, when you meet certain characters, you know right away they're involved. Like, I mean, it's just too much. So, like, even that scene, like, you know, like, instead of, like, you know, Ghostface, it's going, you know exactly how it's going to happen. Ghostface is going to pretend to be the animatronic and then kill. Like, before it even happens, you know that's going to happen. You know? Yeah.
Yeah. I wish there was more lead up in this movie. And I was watching the behind the scenes before we started recording. And they were talking about like when they started to make this movie, they want to focus more on like, less gore and more on like the suspense. And then they're like, oh, then when we started, we went more with the gore. Like, why not? Because Wes liked it. But one thing I didn't like, they didn't like focus on any of the kills. Think about all the other movies. Like there was something leading up to them. There was like always a couple of quick ones, but there was always like the Jamie Kennedy, like the shit talk. Like he dies really quick, but like there's like this long back and forth. We have a lot of the what you think are killings, but no killings at all at the bar. Like that was like way too smushed together and like rushed.
I feel like all the kills were rushed, and yeah. I feel like there really wasn't a lot of suspense, right? I mean, like you saw Ghostface everywhere, in the shadows. You saw him in behind, like it's like I feel like in the other movies it was definitely more creative of how Ghostface, where he was and everything. Here, I just feel like it just I don't know. And I mean, the stuff that happens to Ghostface in this movie, he should not get up right away the way he does, So,
but yeah, no. One thing you mentioned a couple of times, but yeah, I think what this movie focused a lot on, and again, it's not that that wasn't a bad part of it. I just think there was like a culmination of everything, like having the mother-daughter relationship. There was just a lot of it, which you could have nailed a lot of it, and shorter amount of time to make for some of those kills to be like a little bit longer, those interactions with the killer, like you said, the phone calls, like it would have been nice to have that, and it just felt like not done.
Yeah, I definitely felt rushed. I think that's what it is. I think it's a good way to do it. And I think I also think that might have been too many characters, right? That no one knows. They're all new, and it's just like I don't know. Again, and I even think the whole Gail Weathers, the whole scene with her, I just feel like that was just added too much to it. And I don't know. I literally lost interest in this movie as I'm watching. I'm like, when's it going over? So, but yeah,
I wish the killer was more ruthless in a sense of obviously he was like killing these people and it was like horrific kills that we saw. I just like when they were, like more fights. There was like not enough back and forth for that suspense of it. And like, yeah, we'll get into a little bit more, but yeah. So now we're back to we saw the automatic scream robot. They got like that really crappy phone call, and then that's when she's gonna give him the out. And he's like, "No, it's okay. Like let's stay." Then he gets in the outfit when she's checking out the one, and the guy's like, "Hey, babe, that one didn't move." And then he's like, "Hey, it's not even plugged in." And then he's getting gutted, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if this movie's going to be gory. Side of the head. You're like, whoa.
Yeah. No, I mean, it was cool, but at the same time looked very CGI'd. Like the way they,
oh yeah.
Again, I'm not a horror fan, and I don't like gross. And to me, like that just looked, I think they're trying, I don't know. That stab was cheesy. I expected more from it. Like, again, it was cool that he did it in his head, but I felt like it looked cheap. I guess is the word. But yeah, so the battle with the girl. Like you see this in all the Scream movies. The Ghostface is clumsy. He always gets kicked around.
Terrible mask, dude.
It is terrible mask. The gown is long. He's probably tripping on that every single time.
Yeah. He ordered an XL. He should have only had a large.
Hard to breathe. It's definitely hard to breathe in that thing. However, falling off of a staircase and landing on your back, you think you're getting up from that like right away? Yeah. Listen, the kill is cool, that happens, but again, why do they really make Ghostface invincible especially when you know who Ghostface is later on? You're gonna tell me that person is going to be...
Oh, yeah, the first Ghostface.
Yeah, or either one. You don't know which one is doing what.
Well, there's three of them.
Yeah, I know, but okay, none of them are athletic enough
I know.
Or in shape enough, I should say, to land the way they land in this movie. That's all I'm saying.
And the one thing that I didn't like is rewatching it again. I remember the first time I was like peeking through my eyes, like thinking I just saw a knife go through the side of the head. So when I watched it the other night, when she starts to you see that she's going to start slipping in the one shot, Ghostface not in focus is starting to move already. And it ruined it. I'm like, oh my God, if I would have saw it the first time, like I know this is going to happen. It is cool when the turn at the last second, but.
Wait a second. So you're surprised that it ruined it because you saw Ghostface moving? Like you thought he was dead?
No. I'm saying before another move, because he moved in the one shot,
right?
Cut back to him not moving,
right?
And then he moved, so they cut it wrong.
Oh, you're talking about the cut.
It was like an editing mistake. Yeah, I know it was like an editing mistake.
I got you.
You're like, I already saw that.
But okay,
but
now he just fell on his. Well, he fell on his stomach, right? When he fell, or he fell on his back because he
back and then turned over like a wrestler.
Okay. Okay, but
really
again,
sell it. Oh,
yeah, real good sell there. But I mean, like, so he should be hurt, a broken bone somewhere, and then you're telling me, yes, it's a cool kill that he turns over with the knife up, but she's landing right on him, on top of him. Like that's not going to hurt either. Like you're talking about dead weight falling from what, 2 stories? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, no, but yeah, then we get the Scream 7. They use the old Scream logo. They show all the different logos.
He burns the house. He burns the house.
Oh, that was wild. Yeah,
I burned her.
That was
alive.
like, this guy's crazy, right?
No.
In my head, I'm like, dude, this movie at the end, it should be somebody that's really attached to Sydney.
Well, the kill. I mean, to me, that's the worst kill. That he lit her on fire.
Yeah, it was wild, yeah.
Right. So that's a crazy kill. So yeah, you're right. It should be someone that like has like real revenge, anger issues. And again, the reveal is just so like, I feel like the reveal, it was like, just like, all right, you know what? We're just going to put something together and just, that's it. Like there was no payoff on the reveal.
Yeah.
So, all right.
It was nuts. It was ridiculous. But yeah, you're right. When she poured the gas, when the Ghostface poured the gasoline, that was nuts, because I'm thinking maybe this will happen, but the fire's already started on the other side away from her, and then walks over and really just dumps it over, and then walking out of the house. See, that's like a cool shot, because you're like, all right, cool. Again, we're tying it back, but they're going to make another one. So this one had too much of a smelling of, this will be the last one ever, like a Halloween Ends. Oh. All these early references, because there's a lot in this movie. Even the opening scene with Tatum, the daughter, boyfriend coming through the window.
Okay.
Creepily talking about like your mom's movie about her. Like that's weird, dude.
Okay. First of all, and I mean, I could maybe guess your answer, but have you ever creeped in a girl's window, second floor? I mean, you see this in movies all the time.
I have one time, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know, like, I've never done that, and I didn't know if that's just a movie thing. Like, I mean, it seems like it happens in every single movie that they creep in the window. Like, and I didn't know if that was real or not.
I climbed on a roof. It was like a Jimmy to do, and then climbed through the window.
All right. Well, I don't know how common
I wasn't bringing my own ladder. I wasn't doing Animal House.
Oh, well, that's that's the best. But what year is this taking place?
What do you mean? 2026.
It does, right?
25.
Did you notice the poster on her wall?
No.
It was Duran Duran.
Oh, why not? She can't like Duran Duran?
You're telling me
I had a Kiss poster on my wall.
Okay, but Kiss was still Kiss was still touring and stuff. Like
Duran Duran's touring, I'm sure, at PNC Bank Arts Center.
There is no way a 17, 18-year-old girl has a poster. You want to say she listens to Duran Duran? She's not having a poster of all the things she can have posters of. She has Duran Duran? I don't think so.
Why? Why aren't you hungry like the wolf?
No. Listen. She would have a poster of Twilight or something. She's not going to have a poster of Duran Duran.
Twilight in 20. See, that'd be weird.
Wait, I'm sorry.
2026.
That's so weird.
17. She has Twilight. That movie was like 15 years old.
How old was Duran Duran? Oh, wait a second. You're saying 15 years. Oh my gosh, you can't have Twilight because it was 15. Duran Duran was 30 years before that. But that's okay.
Yeah, I think music's different. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. I think Twilight would be way more relevant having what's his name? Edward, whatever who's still making movies, who's in the new Batman, yet Duran Duran, who hasn't made a song in 30 years. That's what she's gonna have on a wall. I don't think so.
She's a huge fan.
Yeah.
You'd walk up here and be like, name 5 Duran Duran songs. Now.
Name 5. Name 1. She wouldn't be able to name 1.
Hungry Like the Wolf.
Well, you know what? They should have had that song in the movie. Then it would have made a little bit more sense. Then that would have made more sense.
The killer uses that. Plays that song really loud.
I don't know.
To make her suffer like the 80s did. No, I like Duran Duran.
So do I, but it was a little silly for her to have it. That's all.
So now so then we get that whole thing from the first movie, right? It's basically like the original, walking in on the boyfriend. Billy Loomis came in the window in the first movie. Yep. So a little bit of that, a little bit of back and forth.
Yep. No.
But watching the movie of the girl you're dating about the brutal murders, that's really just weird. Like I couldn't even mention it ever.
Well, they're making it, again, obviously they're trying to give you a red herring of that he's, possibly the killer. He's invested in her only because, he's, curious about the mom or whatever and what she went through. So I think that's why.
Well, Lucas was more worried about that. Lucas was the one that was like the
creepy one.
He was the creepy one, not the boyfriend.
No, I know, but they're trying to make the boyfriend also because, again, nostalgia. The boyfriend was it last time. Sydney's worried about that it's the boyfriend. I mean, how many times did the boyfriend get caught with different things that made him look like he was the killer, right? So I think
the one was ridiculous because Sydney told him to do that. Can you recreate this? So I don't know why he acted nervous. He would be like, because remember when we were there, my mom.
Yeah, but the daughter didn't know he was doing to do it.
That's what I mean, but he should have said that right away. Your mom told me to do this.
Oh, and she's going to believe him?
I thought she was in the room. I'd be like, call your mom right now.
I think he
bangs him with that computer. Oh my God.
But I mean, they relied way too much on the computer stuff. Like it's, I don't know. Let me ask you this. The first time you watched it, did you think it was computer the whole time?
What do you mean a computer? The AI?
Yeah. The first time you watched it.
Oh no, I didn't think it was AI. I didn't think they were going to use that.
You thought he was really there.
Yeah. I was like, if they're going to jump the shark, why not do the full thing?
Well, that's what I mean. Like that's like I'm watching the movie, the first time I'm like, oh, he's, they needed to bring him back to add some kind of spice to the movie, right? You're the funny character, didn't make sense why he would be there, but the fact that they brought him back, great. And then when you find out, it's like, oh, that's lame. That's because again, I think, and I said it before, by doing it that way, it took a lot of focus away from actual Ghostface, and made it.
Like you said, no phone calls from
no phone calls, but like everything revolved around now. Instead of finding out who Ghostface is, because they're now assuming Ghostface is Stu, they're just going around looking for clues about Stu. Nothing about Ghostface. And that's I think the problem with the movie is, they tried to misdirect you and all that stuff, but I don't think it worked because it's now a different movie. It's not Ghostface, it's Stu.
Yeah. One thing I have to say, and I don't know how you can give an award for this, but actors that reprise, 30, it's exactly 30 years from the original, he, no joke, was the same guy. The fact that he could still do Shaggy as good as he can, it is insane. He was Schumacher, like everything was so perfect. It would have been better if he was there at the end.
Agreed.
Then there's a real reason, but I get the alibi shit. But then for me, I know you get to the 7th film, next will be the 8th. It's so hard to have more connections to her because not many people are left. So you have to have people that do get close, but I don't know. It's just.
Is she living in the same town?
No, she's in a different town. She's in Pine Grove.
But is it the same
Pine Grove near Woodsboro.
But is it the same state? Like, did she move across the country?
Yeah, it's close. I think it's close.
So how about like move across the country? So in 7 movies, all the movies that she's in, she's basically in the area.
No, not in Scream 3. In Scream 3, she's living in California.
Okay, so she moved
all by herself, and she's in that movie. Which I'm trying to think how many.
Is that the college one? Is that the college one?
No, 2 was college, 3 was Hollywood, which 2 I think was 5-6 years after the first one. I mean, after the second one. So it really fit that idea of, she's been by herself. She's working at like a hotline, like a women's crisis hotline. And she has this like huge house, big fence. How'd she get all this?
I don't remember.
Maybe from the book.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Maybe from the
anything.
book money.
Yeah,
but then
she
Ghostface finds her.
Yeah, but she wasn't. The book and the movie had nothing to do with her, right?
Yeah.
Like she wasn't attached to it, so she might not have gotten any money from that.
No, I know, but I'm saying she's in this monster house somewhere in California, and she has this huge property. But then one day, like the front doors open, so it makes her go, and then she's involved in the Hollywood scene. But yeah. So now we meet Joel McHale, who we already raved about. He's filling in for Patrick Dempsey. They couldn't come to any terms on the money, but which would have been cool. But Joel McHale, man, he's so good in this movie. But man, we talked about that remodeling he has going. That is a huge space. I wonder what they're doing or what kickback he's getting from the local government.
Think about it. Didn't Murtaugh have a very similar?
Oh my God!
Salary?
Yes, he did, dude.
Right? I mean, it might have been in 4, right? Because I think isn't it?
Well, yeah, when the guys came, which is funny because that's going to be a spoiler. That's going to be the next movie we're going to be doing.
But I mean, also on a cop salary, and his wife didn't work. So maybe they work for the. I'll say maybe they work for the same department.
Uncle Benny, maybe.
Uncle Benny, he's the best.
But yeah, so now, and they did do a cool thing in this movie again. Just like the end, I know we'll get more into it. Like, how do you get her and Ghostface? How do you get Ghostface out in public without? Because in the 6th one, it's like, we have Ghostface in public. 7, let's get him in public in this setting. Chasing, but nobody's around. How do we do that? The curfew. How do you get the 2 little kids that they have together out of town? They're at grandma's house.
Ridiculous. Yeah, I know.
Oh, man.
How about the fact that, I mean, she's, first of all, the fact that she has Duran Duran on the wall, but then she's walking around with her mom's leather jacket from 30 years ago.
From the second movie.
I get it, but like, that's not his style. There's no way she's going to walk around. I mean, again, they're trying so much with the nostalgia, so now she's got to dress like the mom and the boyfriend. Like, I just like, that was stupid. There's no girl in today's world going to wear, first of all, no one wears leather jackets anymore anyway, but you're going to tell me a 17-year-old is going to wear her mom's clothes? Think about
she's cool. She's hip.
Okay.
She's in.
Think about, think about when you were in high school and then take 30 years from there and think about what clothes were in style then.
I know, but 90s is back right now, dude.
Okay. I think about when you were 30 years. So when did you graduate high school?
2005.
Okay. So you're talking about 70s. So you're in 2004, you're going to walk around with bell bottoms, silk shirt, gold. I mean, like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, no kids are not going to do that. So,
but 80s was a cool era.
Yeah, but what? It's so stupid.
80s was rad. But yeah, no, but I love they keep referencing all the other films, like the opening kind of with the boyfriend and then the jacket you have. And she's like, what about this jacket? Who told you could find it? I wanted to wear it. I had that in college. You never talk about college.
But see, okay. So again, I'm trying to figure out what they're doing with the decade kind of stuff, because did you notice the movie that's playing in the movie theater?
Oh, I wrote it down.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yes, that was cool.
It's cool, but like,
maybe that could be an homage of Kevin Williamson to Tobe Hooper, a movie that got him into horror.
It just seems like the type of town who's, again, dealing with nonsense. You're going to have probably one of the scariest horror movies of all time. Because it was based on true stories. And again, between Duran Duran, now you have Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you have close in the 80s. Like what is going on? Like what decade are they trying to do in this movie?
All the decades. Like, throw it all at the wall and see what sticks.
Okay.
That really seems like what it is. But yeah, especially in a small downtown that looks like almost like a Hallmark movie, they're not gonna have Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
No, they're not. No, I mean, and even if they're like in the same vicinity of 20 miles, knowing that, I mean, again, being the 7th movie, how many murders have happened in the last, whatever years that all the movies in? you're gonna show Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and that, I mean, like, it's just ridiculous. I mean,
if you're gonna go corny, go the Stab movie. A new Stab movie came out, or something.
Yeah, that would be a little better. I just, again, I'd be curious to see because it has to be some kind of Easter egg with that, right? It has to be something. Why, of all movies, that's the movie?
Oh, I'm saying it's probably, if we look it up, I'm sure it's an homage to Tobe Hooper. Maybe Kevin Williamson was like inspired by him. Like, we talked to people over the years with our interviews, like, that put little things in the background for people, or
I know.
Write things in, like use Carpenter as a last name, like in the last movie, as an homage to John Carpenter. But maybe it's that. But yeah, so Sydney now, she's going off. She's pissed off. She makes up with her daughter. Joel McHale, good husband, good dad, because he's like, hey, you're wrong here. Go talk to her. Hey, you can have the jacket. She's like, I don't want it. Now she goes into work. She owns a little coffee shop in town. Sid has a coffee shop.
Unbelievable. It's, yeah.
Yeah.
And
we meet, yeah.
I said, you meet a very creepy guy in there.
Lucas.
Right off the bat. Like,
he does play a good creep. I wish, again, he got a proper death. I think so many horror movies, the death matters. All those Friday the 13th, Crispin Glover, that is such a cool thing. It like adds so much to his character that you already thought was so quirky, and it's so memorable how he goes. And then with these people, it was corny. He ran in.
Yeah, I know. But
then the end of it was the worst. I'm like, why are we doing a beer tap thing?
I mean, and because the beer tap made it comical.
Ugh.
Right? It could, because, the beer's coming out, then it's blood coming out.
That was so, I didn't like that.
But that's comical. Like, that's I mean, I don't think it's funny, but that's what they're trying to go for. Like, oh, look at, I mean, just, again, I feel like a lot of the kills were just more like silly kills. Like, it almost reminded me like a mix of watching Scary Movie to Scream. Like, it's like, like, I not that it was obviously funny like Scary Movie, which I heard wasn't funny anyway. But like, it just didn't seem like a Scream movie. It seemed like a regular, like, whatever, whodunit kind of, killer movie,
Yeah. I just think of the Scream movies typically have like the struggles, the fights, and then there's like some kind of like maybe a look on the actor's face. You see like the knife, but not this bloody. Like, everything's just like so much. But yeah, so we meet Anna Camp, who plays Jessica, her friend that moved into town recently with her son Lucas, who's ballsy, dude. Like, asking somebody about, that's wild, dude.
It's wild, but again, they both seemed very suspicious in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
She seemed, I mean, like, again, and then you don't see her the rest, really, like, you really don't see her much in the rest of the movie. I feel like they tried very hard to make certain people look like the bad guy, and
that's what they always try to do. Like, it's almost like, I think the second movie or the third movie, it was like, someone on this poster is the killer.
No. Like, I get that, and you need to do that to throw people off. But I feel like with them two, it was like, not they were trying to do it on purpose. I just think it was the way she acted made it like very suspicious.
Yeah, it was very deliberate.
Very deliberate.
It was
That's what
forced.
I mean. Like,
it was like, it should be like
100%.
Maybe like one little line at the end.
Correct.
It seemed like everything she said, everything he said was creepy.
And that's what but he, again, I like that throw off with him. That's fine, But with her, like, I think like you said, I think it was very forced, and I think that was part of the problem, because the rest of the movie, I'm thinking like, all right, like, definitely somehow involved, right? Him, I wasn't sure, because I was throwing it so much. It's like one of those things where like, oh, it's got to be him, but wait, it's so obvious it's not him, but wait, it is him, that kind of thing, So that was fine. You need that goofiness, the creepiness, but her, I don't think either she's not a good actress, or she tried way too hard to be suspicious.
Yeah, I do like one. There are some cool like camera tricks in this movie, and like film tricks when Tatum's walking to school, and when she gets there and she takes out her earbuds, that was pretty neat. Like, it was like the music stopped right when she got out, and then she saw her friends. We meet Chloe and Hannah, who are both in the new Ghostbuster movies.
When they were walking. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But then her boyfriend drives up as if he just randomly got into them. Like, she doesn't plan to go with him to school every day. Like,
no, maybe that's another creepy thing. He's following her. He's keeping tabs on her. Maybe.
I wasn't thinking that with her.
I just love she has theater after school, and you're thinking like, oh my God, just like her mom. Like Sydney was the star of the play.
100%. You know,
and she's a dog.
Let me ask you this: Do you? I mean, I've been in plays. I've seen plays.
Ooh, what have you been in?
Well, in eighth grade. In eighth grade.
Okay, who?
Yeah. I played a principal. I was so mad. I think it was called like Up the Down Staircase. It was like about a wild about this new teacher in town and all whatever. But I played like the nerdy kid in the classroom and had some funny lines. But then the principal backed out, and the drama teacher made me be the principal. Took me out of the classroom, so I had to have gray hair. I'm just eighth grade. You know, like instead of being in the classroom when everybody's having fun, I got pulled out and been the principal. So yeah, it was awful. So anyway,
maybe you could do it. You had more lines.
I had tons of lines. It was just
that's what I mean. Why did you want that?
I didn't want to be a principal with gray hair. I wanted to be in the classroom when everybody's fooling around. Like no.
Were you able to play it hokey, or was it real serious?
No, it was. Mine was very serious. I was always yelling at her. You know, at the teacher because she had no control of her class. So I don't know. It's out there somewhere. Anyway.
It's out there somewhere. You think I look on YouTube, 8th grade, and it's like you?
Listen, you know what? That's how a lot of people got started. I mean, I had a calling for Broadway, but I turned it down because I have to do a podcast. So,
yes.
I had to choose Broadway or the podcast, and I chose the
Broadway
podcast.
or the podcast.
So
you meant sitting on Broadway, right? Just sitting in a chair on Broadway?
Yeah, I didn't say where. I'm not sitting on it. I'm just walking in Broadway.
I'm just watching. I was gonna go to Broadway, get some lunch, but I decided to do this. But yeah, it's just cool that those two girls, Chloe and Hannah, who aren't bad in this movie, are both in the 2 new Ghostbuster movies.
I didn't even see the new one yet, so I just.
Oh, the 2 new ones? It's
I saw
the
first one. I saw the first one. I didn't see the second one, and I threw off the female one. So
I just watched it the other night. Still good.
Yeah. So, but my point is though, I feel like it seemed like a very dangerous stunt to be doing for a high school play. I don't know. I mean, unless there's art, theater schools that, a high tech and maybe they have them today. But I can't imagine a high school having someone swinging around with kids. First of all, kids controlling it. If anything,
that's my issue.
Okay.
I bet you schools do this, but they bring in some professional for that part.
That's 100%. Now, I don't know. I mean, maybe the really good drama schools have it. Fine. But you're not going to have just a student who's like, all right, today you're going to be, instead of doing the moving the furniture around on stage, you're going to go and work behind us, because everybody that's in a high school play or middle school, everybody has different jobs, and it's because you're learning the drama, all that stuff. That's something that easily could kill someone. You drop her into the ground or whatever. I don't know if
which he
really
did.
Well,
which she came very close. In the accident portion.
Well, right. That's what I mean. But and the teacher just seemed like, first of all, he's
great, dude. I love Tim Simons. Well, really funny comedic actor.
He made a comment like, we don't even have an understudy or something like that. Like,
oh yeah.
Like who, yeah. So. Gosh.
Yeah, I was hoping. I hope in some world in a script there was a death scene for him, because we had too many lines for him that he should have survived. In the other movies, you off them, right?
Yeah.
But I guess because there's no spoiler alert in a way, there's no connection to any of those kids, sort of, that they would feel anything against him. If it was a student in the school, then maybe.
Right.
But he was good. He said, "You're Sidney Prescott's daughter. You need to channel that," and she's just a dog.
Yeah. Does she have any? I don't think she has any lines. Does she have a line?
She doesn't, which is the funniest bit. And it's funny to have him in it because he's hilarious. So, to have him have that line and then have him be at the scene at their house, all of the people, all the suspects are there. Then he was forgotten about. He should have died after that.
Yeah.
Why would we see him again and then we kind of forget about it? But this school has one of the coolest wardrobe rooms. The school kind of looks newish on the inside, and then this old room looks like Broadway, like a Broadway dressing room.
Well, it's again, the fact that they have someone on wires, maybe it's like a drama, art school or whatever.
Could you imagine you send your kid, you spend $80,000 and they're a dog in the play. I know somebody's got to be the dog, right? Every play, it can't be you can't have all leads. Here at our school, everyone's the lead. We share lines.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, imagine you paint, you're a tree in the background. Oh yeah. Well, again, like you said though, there has to be someone that has to play the dog.
You gotta start somewhere, right?
What makes it even worse is you're in full it's not even like makeup dog. Like you're in a costume. No one sees who you are.
Nobody knows it's you.
And no one knows it's you. That's the worst part. You invite your parents, you don't tell them who's your character, and they're watching the whole play. They're like, did you see her at all? I don't even know she was in the play. How awful.
I'd rather you be the tree. Mr. Sanderson's son is a tree.
Unbelievable.
Oh my God, yeah. So now Tatum and the boyfriend, they go into the dressing room, they start hooking up. Then at the same time, Sydney gets a call. And this is the first time we hear his voice. So we do hear his voice at first for a very little bit, and then it cuts to Stu in the thing. Yep. But it's like, you were missed in New York. So the first reference to the last movie that she wasn't in.
Well, why is she answering the phone at this point? I mean, you're talking about how many movies that she's gone through and, the same nonsense. I mean, any number that she doesn't recognize in her contacts, why is she answering it?
I know. I used to love in some of the movies and she'd answer it and then shut the person down. Shut up, loser. In the third one, she answers and she goes, yeah, shut up. And it's like Ben Smith and she has a caller ID. That's how old that movie is.
But I mean, think about that. If at this point, I mean, again, if I get calls all the time, obviously, for junk, mail, whatever. I don't answer one of them. So she has an issue that she knows that pretty much if she doesn't recognize the number, it's going to be Ghostface. I mean, at this point, I mean, 7 movies in, that seems to be the trend. Why is she answering her phone at all?
Yeah, let it go right to visual voicemail and just read it.
Do you think Ghostface leaves a message?
Oh my.
Sydney, this is my 4th call. Please answer the phone.
Dude, it's important. Please.
But see, that would be funny in a scary movie. That he's just trying to call and leaving a message. Sydney, this is my 10th call to you. Please answer the phone just once.
I won't ask you what your scary movie is, please. But yeah, so now we get the Stu Macher voice call. Lillard's crushing it, but then he's outside the theater. So that'd have been cool if he was still involved, because it's or if he came out of the shadows when the other two,
correct,
Ghostface gets killed and he's behind,
and he has a true connection, right? That's a true connection. That is, I mean, as cliche would be to have someone from that you thought was dead to come. Fine, I'm very on board with that. The connection in this one is just stupid.
Yeah, in the 5th one, they had a lot of connections. A lot of those people that died in the movie were connected to the first movie. So, Matthew Lillard's nephew dies in a scene, his character's nephew, to connect it in the 5th one. But in this one, it was just. But when he's outside the theater and he says it's showtime, bitch, I'm like, oh,
okay,
dude.
Well, I don't remember the 5th one, but I think that's a sign that maybe we should stop making movies if now you're reaching and you're starting to kill nephews.
I like the 5th one. The 5th one had the feel of the other ones, and it was shot really well. One thing about this one, it's not the same color. I don't know why. You think of movies and the way they should look. That's like if they put a Friday the 13th out tomorrow. I know they have the prequel series coming out soon, but if they put one out and it looked like 2 now, it just wouldn't have that same nostalgia, that filter, that almost cool blue color.
Yeah, well, I don't think they put a lot of effort in a lot of this movie, right? In so many different things. But again, I'm back to my point. If you're the movie could be good, but when you're reaching now you're killing nephews. Okay, what else is next? Now you killed the great grandfather. That's it's I don't know. I feel like it's you're really milking a franchise that maybe should have ended, or change direction somehow. Make it something completely different with Ghostface instead of doing the same story. And now this is a connection 3 cousins in. Oh, this is your 3rd cousin that we're gonna go after now. I just I don't know. I feel like it's again. I don't remember the movie, so maybe they're all good up until this point. I just feel like they really milked it. and just didn't. Because if I remember correctly, I didn't like 6 either.
I didn't like 6 either.
Okay, see, right.
The only thing I liked was the reference to Jason Takes Manhattan in the beginning.
Okay,
but really, no, it just didn't.
They're milking it. They're pushing it too far. Where I almost feel like they're almost ruining the franchise by trying to keep going when it should have ended on a high note.
The next one needs to be an all out, like a lot of like fight scenes.
How about a prequel with Ghostface in like high school?
Well, he was in high school.
No, but with a mask and like
as a preteen.
Yeah, that's it.
Getting bullied on the playground. You can't tan.
Let's see what does his mom and dad have a Ghostface mask? I want to see the life of Ghostface.
It's a mask.
Yeah, but we're talking about.
You want it to be an actual being.
But now we're making it a spin of something different.
Oh, okay.
I want the life of Ghostface and how it all started.
The Life and Times of Ghostface. This Saturday on Hallmark. Show him like riding a tricycle.
Maybe that's what Billy Loomis based his killings on, was the original Ghostface.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and now
an old 40s show. Oh no, Ghostface is here.
But something different. I don't know.
Yeah. So now at this point, the boyfriend leaves Tatum. She's by herself. Hannah's back in the room practicing her movements again, which again, this is crazy enough. The kid doesn't know what he's doing. You're not going to have an adult there. Like, just think, kids are assholes.
No supervision.
You don't think one kid, so you don't think one kid would come in that's a jerk
100%.
and like start messing with you?
Well, and if God forbid something happened or a technical failure, the kid's gonna panic. What are you gonna do? Like, this is like, you're really, and if this is your star, do you really want her getting hurt at all? Like,
no pad on the ground either, right? Because she thuds on the ground.
No, it was a stage.
Bad move. We're not even at the live show or a real rehearsal.
Well, think about it. Like, she could have done the entire scene on the ground, right? Her lines and all that stuff. She didn't have to practice flying around, with no one there. It was more practice for him. And clearly, first of all, how did Ghostface know that they're going to be there practicing late?
Well, he probably knows the schedule. Knows the rehearsal schedule. But why couldn't he practice with no one in it? It would still move the same way. I know, obviously, weight slows it down a little bit, but at least you can get
put a mannequin in it. They could put a mannequin in it.
Oh, yeah, get a mannequin. Just don't kiss it. He'd probably kiss it. But man, we hear the thud. He gets his throat slashed.
Wait, do we see that one?
No, we only see it afterwards. That's right. Another one of those that we don't see it. We just hear it. No, all we hear is we hear a thud.
Yeah. So, it's funny. Practical Jokers actually did something like this where Joe was on like wires like that and he had to be in a play for his punishment and basically had him flying into the entire, set, knocking everything over. Awesome. So that's what it kind of reminded me of. But, she gets slashed a few times and, I was wondering, why was she wrapping the wire around her arm?
Oh, I don't know.
She was swinging around and she wrapped, first of all, it's wire. So I'm not sure what that was doing, but the whole time.
Maybe to block a knife stab?
No, but I think she did it when she was stuck up there trying to. It was just weird. It was weird because their other arm either was slashed or she didn't get a shot, right? It was all slashed.
No, she had slashed.
So
he did a.
Yeah. So she was tied up in the wire with one arm. The other one was slashed and she couldn't move. I was just curious why she was. Yeah.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, she's just getting picked, and then Ghostface like, nah, you know what? Let's just do something ridiculous. She can't block that?
Kick it. Kick. Like, you're flying around. You couldn't kick. And why was she still flying around when no one was controlling it anymore?
Well, she still had a little bit of momentum.
No, there was a lot of.
He was messing around.
She was going across the stage. She wasn't going. That wasn't a little momentum. Like, is there that's a fault on the mechanics. Like, is there is there a way to lock it in there?
So an auto swing?
Yeah, because she was going back and forth.
Ghostface says that it set the auto swing.
And I don't think what he does to her can really happen.
I don't think. Did your stuff fall out like that?
Well, it may. It doesn't. Doesn't it happen in Empire Strikes Back when he cuts open the womp? The
tauntaun?
The tauntaun. Womp womp.
Womp womp.
But I mean, it had to be an exact angle of the way she was flying for him just to leave the knife there. Like, it didn't even look like he slashed. He just left it there for her to go right over. and slice her completely open from pelvic to neck. Like ridiculous.
It was like clean up in aisle 7. Though, just the way it hit the ground.
It
was
just
like
dropped. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And Sydney gets in there right in time, dude. That was wild. And she misses a shot.
But shooting like a maniac, again,
a maniac shooting a maniac.
But I don't know if you're allowed. Like, I don't know if someone is just killed someone and you're a bystander and you shoot them. I think you're going to go to jail for murder. I don't think you have the right.
What state is it?
Oh, that is true. That is true. It might depend on the state. I don't think you're allowed to just run around and kill someone, even if they did a major crime like murder.
And the cops are cool because she's rolling with them in the next part when they find the kid's body on the ground.
No questions at all. Like, she's not even a suspect. Like, there's there's 2 dead bodies there. They get there after Ghostface is gone, and she's not a suspect at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this was the line.
Yes.
When we see what's his name, he says, "Who would do something like this? We don't even have an understudy."
Yeah, that was the line.
Like, dude, if somebody said something like that and that was caught, like that guy could not be in public ever again.
100%. I mean, that's Well, he should.
Like
he shouldn't be. He seems like a guy that really shouldn't be the drama teacher anyway.
Yeah.
So a little hardcore for a high school production.
And there's like 4 people that are working in the play.
Yeah.
It's a very small, the small budget. Oh, we can only have 4. We couldn't only afford costumes for a ton of people, so we did a 4-person play because we have this big now mechanical swing that we set up to be able to have you go up and down.
Well,
but now,
how many plays do they put on that need someone flying around? Because that can't be a cheat.
That's all they can do, right? Peter Pan's next.
And every play has a fairy or some kind of flying wing creature.
Add it in. It's like, oh my God, this year we want to do
something.
Atlas Shrugged. Got to put a fairy in it.
Wait, there's a fairy in Atlas Shrugged?
There's not, but you got to put one in. Get added in.
Of all the things you mentioned, like you could think of, that's what you come up with, Atlas Shrugged? Like a movie probably most people have not seen. It's like 5 hours long, isn't it?
That came out like not that long ago.
I know.
It's like really bad. We interviewed somebody that was in it, but we didn't end up covering that. It was like a South Park joke in an episode. I think Stan reads it and he says, "I'm never reading it again." This is the dumbest book.
Well, I think they made a part 2. They might even made a part 2 to that.
They made 2, and it was one of those movies that had. I think that book sort of has some religious ties because some of the actors in that are guys that, at the end, like, of their career are very like into those films. They do like that religious content.
I just know it's like over like 2 hours long and it looked awful. But I can't believe that's the movie that you just popped up in your head. Yeah. Okay.
You're welcome. So now Mark introduced deep fakes as a possibility because Stu Macher's dead. Everybody knows he's dead. I love right away. Sydney's like, shit, no, Ben, you might be the killer. You're not coming around. Okay, you gotta leave. And he's gotta accept that, right? Like, why not?
How can you not? I mean, no, of course.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But how about this, dude? You're a cop, right? And now we know at the end what is going to happen the next day at work, right? Okay. They're sweeping the house.
I know.
Insane.
It makes no sense. I mean, First of all, and that, again, not for nothing, you're the boyfriend. I mean, there seems to be a lot of baggage with this entire family. Like, do you want any part of this at this point? Like, you're a high school kid. Like, I don't think and, they haven't done the deed yet because she says that, right? Doesn't she say that in the movie? So why is he wasting his time with all this nonsense and craziness? Yeah, I think in a real world, he would not, no way been hanging around.
Yeah, and why did they go back to their own house? They go disappear. Who needs a go bag? Just leave. Buy clothes at a Walmart on the way. Like, there's no reason to stop home. But the fact that they don't check the attic, and it was a really bad job. Later in the movie, they don't even talk about the guy that we find out who is like the first Ghostface, who we'll talk about, as being the person that was probably living in the attic. They mentioned like the later character, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. And it wasn't like he was living there. He was easily in there because, like, I think they said about Ben too. I think it was Ben. They were like, oh, he's probably been living in our attic. And it's like, that makes zero sense. You guys were gone. the killer left the school, he came here and nobody checked it.
And they came to the house. They didn't lock the doors at all. They left everything open. And is it possible? Because again, it was a decent sized house, but it wasn't anything really crazy. Do they really have safe rooms like that in a house like that? Like
she does.
No, I know she does.
You gotta have your panic room.
I mean, but that's a high tech panic room. Do houses really have that? Like in real life, are there like panic rooms in houses? Like if you have to have a panic room in your house, maybe you shouldn't live in that area.
Oh my God. Or not even that. Like, imagine going to a house party and making a wrong turn and you find a panic room and you're like, holy shit, what is this person involved in? Like, you have to, somebody's looking for you.
Well, that's what I mean, though. Like, if you really have to have a panic room in your house, you should not be living in that house.
God, I'd love to have a panic room spoof show. Like a comedy show about making panic rooms for people. It's like, so who's chasing you? Who's trying to kill you? It's the mafia. Okay, so we're gonna put these really fluffy pillows on the right side.
Wait, so who's the joke on? The people making the panic room or the people that need a panic room?
No, just a spoof. I like a spoof show.
A spoofy. I thought you said like a reality show. Okay.
No, like a spoof reality show.
Oh my gosh.
About going into people's houses.
Just, I mean, I wonder if panic room, are real, unless like, you're a billionaire who's like I just found out that, like at the corporate office of FedEx Freight, they have behind their building, they have like about 10 to 15 black SUVs that are bulletproof.
Oh. And
for this way, because all these guys that make billions of dollars, that's how they travel all the time. Like they're
must be a rough neighborhood.
But I mean, like, I guess when you have that much money, and I think they've been ransom, like things like they're trying to be like kidnapping attempts. So like, I guess those people have panic rooms. No matter where they live, they're going to be a target because they make so much money, I guess. But in
that's
general,
why I like not having money. Could you imagine like having to worry about like, oh my God, which Kevlar vest do I have to wear today?
Awful. That's what I don't know. I forget what show we were watching. It might be Friends and Neighbors. Is that with Ham?
Yeah, that's the one with John Hamm that you were talking about before.
So it's all about rich people. And the way...
Do they have panic rooms in the show?
I don't think they do. Do you know watch the show?
They're not rich enough. They're not rich like Sid somehow.
No, these guys are rich. But they like, I look at like when you all get together and how they act and talk and like, and I'm sure that's realistic of like real rich people, how they just get, they go to their country clubs and they all talk. It's like, I would never want to, yes, it's nice to have that money, but like, then do you have to live that style of like just talking so fake and talking so like, it really is. It's like awful how they just, that's their life. I mean, they do nothing but just talk about money and this and how like, it's awful. You should watch the show though. It's really good.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. But yes, it has that panic room, and that scene, dude, is sick. So that whole like running into that, like when they're in the room together, hey, where's your go bag? Oh, I cleaned it out years ago. Okay, get stuff together. I'll be right back. And then you see that drop down, you're like, oh my God, dude, this is pretty cool. Like that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, there were a couple parts where Ghostface, you see them like, appear, or the shadow, or like, yeah, it is cool. But again, you have a panic room. Wouldn't you think you have cameras almost in every room? Like, like you have alarms or whatever. Like, she's so like worried about obviously, protecting everybody and what's going on. I think there should have been way more security in that house outside of just the panic room.
That is true. Or guns hidden places. But yeah, they leave and it's like, oh, what's that sound? Oh, Tatum. And then they go over there and it's like, oh no, who turned the light out? I thought it was you. And then they go over and she's at knife point, and I love it's like, okay, I'll put the gun down. Go. And then he like kicks him in the face. He does like a big kick. Well, he holds his own for a little bit.
He does, but I do feel like her husband, Mikhail, he fluffs this a little bit. Like there's a point where like he gets his gun knocked out, but when Ghostface was running, he could have picked it up and shoot him, and he doesn't shoot him. He doesn't shoot at him. He didn't. So like I feel like there's been opportunity. And if Sydney's allowed to run around with a gun like we've been seeing, Why is she not practicing more? Because she's not a good shot.
She's not.
So, like
she doesn't do it enough. She should
correct.
be a cop.
She should. But
or go to the range more.
Listen, she shoots more than the cops do. So,
yeah, Mark, man, when he gets tossed down the stairs and he gets knocked out, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah. Well, I feel like he had like 9 lives in this movie.
Oh my, yeah, insane.
I mean, ridiculous.
A lot of these people in this movie should not survive.
No,
like
including Ghostface.
Have more,
including Ghostface. So,
including Ghostface. Yeah.
Again,
but yeah,
knowing who Ghostface is. It's one thing to have like a Billy Loomis and someone like
Lillard,
that.
People
Lillard,
that are
right.
more,
right, but not like the what's her name from Roseanne, and
oh my god, that's the best.
I mean, but again, you can't have someone like that as Ghostface. You can't. You have to have some kind of agility, some kind of and somehow you don't see like even though there's a couple of Ghostface. Is this the one that's running around all the time? Is that not like, the one that's the least athletic? Not to mention.
Yeah, I know.
What if how come there's no fat Ghostface? Like no one fat that would fit, in the robe like that is angry at Sydney?
You can't do it. You can't be Ghostface. You'll be able to be out at
So you're telling me no one overweight it has an issue with Sydney? Only people that could fit in the costume.
If they do, they take it to the back. They take it to the gym. They go on Biggest Loser, and then they're able to go after Sid.
I think that would be funny if at one of the movies there is like an overweight Ghostface, because it's not the same person.
We know it's you, Tony. You're the only fat guy in town. And the movie doesn't cast fat people.
And he puts his head down. And he walks away. Oh,
over.
Was it my weight? I thought I lost a couple. I thought I lost about 20 pounds. I didn't think you guys would notice.
It was also the wheezing and the ketchup stains on your shirt. Why are you eating in the Ghostface outfit?
Wait a second. Tony, so I'm assuming that you're making him an Italian. Why would he have ketchup on his shirt? Wouldn't it be like
Tony Bologna?
Yeah, it'd be gravy, not ketchup.
Oh, he's gonna have gravy? Okay. Yeah, I was thinking he was eating like a sandwich real quick.
He's Tony. Whatever sandwich he's eating, it's gonna have gravy on it.
There's oil,
chicken parm, gravy,
gabagool.
Gabagool.
Good old Tony. But no, so now we get a big fear of mine. I am very claustrophobic. When they have to get into the wall, and they're like, oh my God, we have to go check on Mark. You're checking your dad. Let's go in between the walls. I'm like, oh.
Okay. So clearly she had an escape route.
Dude, I know.
Okay.
I know.
So the panic room is right there. You have the escape route, but like you don't insulate it. You don't make it quiet. You don't make
not even insulate. Make it bigger. Cut off a little bit of room in your panic room so you can walk shoulders wide, not.
And they easily could have done that if they were able to install the panic room that they had. They could have moved that wall a little wider, but again, also make it quieter, or make it where if there is someone on the other side, it's bulletproof. Like, I mean, if the panic room is for a purpose, right, to protect you, there is no protection in that wall whatsoever.
None.
Okay.
Like, at all. And then Ghostface heard it right away. So then right away, you're like, oh. And then him trying to slam the knife through it, I'm like, that is frightening.
Yeah. No, that part was good. But I'm also thinking like, all right, wouldn't it be easier? I mean, I don't know if there was room to do it, but like squat down. Ghostface thinks you're standing up. He's going to aim high every single time. Try to get as low as you can.
Then eventually he should break through and then look around, right? He should have popped a big thing through the wall, looked around and see where they're at.
Or after he stabs once, go, oh,
you got me.
I'm not going to make it. And then that's it, and then Ghostface is there. All right, I got her, and walk away.
And then he leaves. The end. And then, like we talked about, so they get out, right? And then that's when Ghostface is going down the stairs. He notices Mark's gone. He looks outside, and Ghostface looks kind of like puzzled. He gets tackled onto the lawn. Dude, Mikhail had the best battles of the movie.
He did, 100%. But if he was able to move from the spot where he was, why didn't he pick up the gun?
Well, he wouldn't have went back up. Well, he should have went back upstairs because that's where his wife and daughter were.
Right. I mean, but he's also a cop. You're going to tell me he doesn't have another gun somewhere else?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
where was that panic room? Was that upstairs?
It had to be because they came down from there, I guess.
Oh yeah, sounds right.
But I guarantee that most cops have a gun downstairs and upstairs. right? They have guns, available in case they need. You're going to tell me that was the only gun he had?
Yeah, I know. You should have something.
Or
you found a gun. You're at a cop's house. You're like, oh, I clogged the toilet. Let me look under the sink, and you just see like an Uzi or something. You're like, whoa.
Well, yeah, but maybe a cop has like a gun-shaped plunger, a gun faucet, a gun.
James Bond. You're at James Bond's house for a barbecue.
No, I'm just saying, like, he's just a gun fanatic. So like everything is like gun. They're not real guns, but it's a plunger that's a gun. And, just everything's in the house is gun related. Tackleberry, I guarantee you Tackleberry has that in his house.
He probably does. Have you ever clogged a toilet at a stranger's house?
Of course. The panic, again, was that he had in Dumb and Dumber is what everybody fears, right?
But you were able to find a plunger and solve the problem?
I have never been caught.
Oh, see, I was caught at the house we were at. No. It was Jamie's cousins. We were in Oregon. His buddy, who we just met, cool guy. He goes, hey, you want to go have some beers at my place? And me and Jamie were like, yeah, sure. Go in there, do the deed. And I'm like, oh my God, this is insane. Because I think there was already a clog before because I didn't use too much. But it was all me in there. So they're going to the sink, no plunger. And I'm like, what? And I asked him, I'm like, do you have a plunger? And he goes, no, why? I'm like, well.
Wait, did you text him?
No, I opened the door. I didn't know him. I just met him.
Okay. So
then he comes to the door.
But why was he so close to you? How do you know that you were in there? Like, why was someone that close to here?
We were at his house.
Oh, no, but it was so the bathroom was an area where everybody else was?
Yeah, it was an apartment. It was an little apartment.
Okay. Oh, my God.
So I opened the door and Jamie and him were sitting on the couch. And I'm like, hey man, Steve, do you have a plunger? And he says, like, what for? I'm like, well, the next part of this, you should know the answer. Like, I clogged your toilet. So then I had to like go up to her cousin's apartment and do it.
Wait,
and get his plunger and borrow it.
Oh my God, that's awful. Well, is that as bad also? What if you run out of toilet paper? I think
that's wild.
I ran out of toilet paper once, and I think I saw a magazine. I was using a magazine.
Wow.
Yeah. Not to go back to the Practical Jokers. You ever see that punishment with Joe again? So he had to go to a coffee shop. And
I do remember that, yeah.
It's hysterical because he opens the door while he's on the bowl. He's asking someone to help him.
It's so good. But yeah, so now we get, the car right at the right moment. Gail shows up, runs over Ghostface.
Okay, first of all,
and we get the twins, and the twins are back in the movie, which I am happy because I like those characters.
Yeah, but how did Gail know?
Oh, she came as soon as Stu Macher's house. She knew she should go find Sid.
Oh, so she just happened to go when Ghostface is there and hit him? Like, come on.
Then if she was involved, she needed another story and she was pulling the strings.
You know what? I'd be on board with that more than the ending of this one.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, the fact that, again, she literally murdered someone, technically, again, are there repercussions for that at all? Because in a situation like that, it was, what was it on purpose or was it an accident? Because, did she not see him? Or she saw him?
I think she saw him.
Oh, okay.
She's Gail Weathers. Do you think she's ever been charged with a crime?
What if it was a kid wearing a costume?
Ooh, which happens in Halloween 4, yeah.
Okay. I mean, so, that could have happened. I mean, yeah. Okay.
Oh, man. But, so, do we know if this guy was only involved in, these killings? Or was he involved in the opening scene? We have no confirmation of that at the end. Who did the thing at Stu Macher's house? Because it would make sense. You'd have a guy that's from a mental hospital that they're able to use as a puppet, in this first part. But then Sydney's like, it's not over. It's never this easy. And then she goes into the crowd. She's looking out. And then we meet friggin' Mark Consuelos is in this movie. What's her name's husband? Kelly Ripa. Dude.
That was him? Wait.
He's Robbie Rivers.
Oh my gosh.
And then, hey, Gail Weathers, can I get something? And she's like, fuck the fuck off. I'm like, oh my God.
How does she still have a job? I feel like did she get fired? I thought she got fired.
She did in the movie universe. She was fired.
That's what I'm saying. But
she's starting her own network.
Oh my God.
Or they're doing content on TikTok or something.
Awful. She's
Lucas is there right away. He's really creepy. Gail is great, and she's talking to him because he's on the front line. She's like, you know the deal, kid. Everyone's a suspect.
But I mean, he already knows that he comes across creepy and all involved. Wouldn't you stay away from this right now? Like really, like, you know, or in his mind, he's like, all right, if they show that I'm here, doesn't mean that I'm out there doing something wrong.
Oh, that is true, right? It's like, have you ever seen Clark Kent and Superman in the same room at the same time? No.
Never.
He could say the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, he stays around. So now they get another phone call from Stu, and now, boom, it's time for them to go on a road trip. So Sid and Gail are going on a road trip to the mental hospital to be able to find out.
Well, at first,
some information.
At first, she didn't want to do anything with it. She didn't want to. They had that little talk.
They had a little talk, and then when they do the live show later in the movie, that's weird.
But why would they allow? How did she have connection? I thought she got fired. So the fact that they gave her
Robbie Rivers, he wants the exclusive, so it's his exclusive, and she's just like moderating the interview. But that was really weird. How like she's like, we want to know where you were. So it's like, dude, you're using this situation because she would never do the exclusive. Like that was the thing in all the movies. She would never talk to her, and she knocked her out twice.
And she's a close friend of hers now, and she basically just screwed her live, made her feel so uncomfortable. Like,
yeah. Okay. So now we get one cool line with Tatum because she wants to learn the ropes from her mom. She goes, "You don't talk about anything from your past, and you name me after a girl whose head got crushed in a garage door."
Was she really that close with her that to name her child after her?
Yeah, they were besties. Yeah, she slept over. Like when everything went down, she went right to her house. Yeah, they were like friends for life, like that kind of thing.
But they were kids. I mean, you know, and I don't know. That's to name your child after someone.
Cool name. It's not in. It's an easy thing to do.
Okay. I like her. She was in Yellowstone's prequel.
Who?
Sydney's daughter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, she's been in other stuff? Okay.
Oh, yeah. She was. She played a big character in one of the Yellowstone's prequel. I think it was the 1800.
Yellowstone?
Yellowstone's awesome. Are you kidding me?
Oh. I know you did like One Life to Live, right?
You're comparing One Life to Live to Yellowstone with Kevin Costner? What is wrong with you?
I couldn't even tell you. You know what? If you gave me 4 like guesses at like what the plot of the show is based on the name Yellowstone, I couldn't even tell you.
Oh my God. Yellowstone, picture Yellowstone, like Kevin Costner's family is like they're not, but like they're like the mafia of like ranchers. And so like, oh yeah, it's because the best character in the show is the guy from what's the 70s movie?
Dazed and Confused?
Dazed and Confused. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Like him and his girlfriend.
Spin-off.
Huh?
He has a spinoff now.
Yeah. The show's great, but he like looks so different than he did. Obviously, back then he had like orange hair. But he's got this thick black beard. And he's like a badass. His wife is one of the best female characters I've ever seen on TV. Like she's so badass. She's cool. Like I've telling you,
clips with her and some interviews.
You should watch. You should watch it. It really is a great movie.
You're
a great show.
Full in the Yellowstone universe. So you've seen like the one with Michelle Pfeiffer?
No, that's not Yellowstone, is it?
Oh, I thought it was part of the universe.
No. I saw the one with Harrison Ford and what's her name? The older woman. The
gorgeous older woman.
She. You ever see her when she was younger?
I know, but I'm saying she's a fox.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I forget her name.
But even the one with Harrison Ford is really good. Like they're all very good. So yeah,
she's still a fox too. Just don't let him fly you home.
Harrison Ford?
Don't let him fly you home.
Do you watch the show Shrinking?
I know I don't.
But there was a scene. I didn't see the new season. I've seen them all, but except for the new season. But I saw a clip. He walks into the room humming Indiana Jones.
That's cool.
That's awesome. Like it was a very funny clip. So
that's really awesome.
All right.
So now, so Sid says to keep Matt away. Oh, is the boyfriend Matt or Ben?
You're asking someone who never knows the name of anyone in any movie.
But anyway, the boyfriend Matt away because he wasn't the one in the attic. It was clearly the dead ghost. Yeah, no. That was the thing that was really weird. But then I do love, who do we get to meet? Ethan Embry, man. Nick Papa Giorgio. Oh. He's the guy at the mental hospital.
That was him?
That greets him. Yep.
I didn't. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't even know that. Okay.
He's older now. Dutch. Think about all those.
How long is that movie? That movie's got to be at least 20 years old, right?
What?
I mean, Papa. What's it?
Vegas Vacation. Are you sitting down? That's 30 years ago.
What? Really? No.
Yeah.
Well, that was the last vacation, right? So that had to be 90s.
Well,
yeah, you're right.
Do you count the other one?
It's probably no. We're not counting the other one. Which
Our
I'm
buddy,
sure it's gonna be on our
Larry
radar.
Hankin is in Vegas
Oh my
Vacation.
No, I'm talking about Vegas. I'm
Plays
talking
the
about
priest.
Eddie's vacation at Eddie's Christmas
Oh
vacation.
my God, no!
We're gonna be doing that.
We still got to do that, but yeah. So we Ethan Embry, he's great. Then we go, and then we see the killer's room, which again, when we learn something later in the movie, it kind of like makes more sense. He's showing them the rooms and everything,
But
because she has a picture. The killer that we just saw died has Tori Spelling's photo, and she was in Stab in this universe.
but would someone show all this stuff?
No, to a stranger,
nothing.
A civilian.
I was saying they're not even a cop
scene?
showing their badge. They're basically, and he's like giving the story on all these people. I don't think you could do that.
Well, that's kind of like a little breadcrumb because he's in charge there, even though he's a whack job.
Yeah.
And he's pulling the string, so that's why he lets him in. But shouldn't that raise the red flag for them?
Of course.
Why is this guy
Of course.
showing us all of this?
Because they're so focused on Stu, they're blocked out everything else.
What do you mean, Stu Macher? You mean John Doe? His name is John Doe.
Oh my gosh. That should have been the red flag.
His
right
name
there.
is John Doe. He doesn't remember his past, but we let him leave this hospital.
He doesn't remember his past, but he's calling Sydney up and talking about the past.
Oh no, I know. No, that's obviously. But I'm saying the fact that they let him out, and he doesn't remember anything.
Of course, but for them, that should have been again another red flag. Like John Doe. I mean, really?
So good. So now we get the twins, and they're talking about the movie. They have everybody together, and then again, another way. How do you? Because especially we talked about it a bunch. This movie is focused more on the mother-daughter relationship and them together. And even like Sid going on this road trip is another scene. I know it goes to the end, but how do we get all these kids together to concise these kills? Because we don't have time. Well, so they go, let's all get the kids during a curfew that shouldn't be out into a bar. Like, why isn't Joel McHale with his daughter 24/7?
And again, why aren't there cops? They know why they're having a curfew. How about patrolling the area in case they see a killer walking around or someone?
Yeah.
Like there's
in the middle of the road. Not hiding.
It's Ghostface is in a ghost town.
Ghostface in a
So now in this bar, first of all, they're all high school kids. How do they have access to get in the bar? She didn't have keys to it. I know she works there.
Well, she works there, yeah.
Okay. She's also a high school kid. You think the owner of a bar...
Yeah, a high school kid shouldn't be working in a bar.
You're going to tell me she's not stealing beer and as a high school kid? There's no way she would have access. But
he's a really cool bar. He's a cool owner that's going through a divorce.
But all these kids are suspects. Why would they allow anyone to go by themselves anywhere?
I know.
That's first of all, right? That's first. Two, how does Ghostface get in there?
The bar?
Was Ghostface already in there?
Jimmy is the door open.
Oh, okay.
They should have had somebody go smoke a butt and leave it open. Like they should have had those things,
correct.
right?
You would think that all the doors would be locked and no one's coming in there, but the fact that they allow them to walk around alone makes no sense because they're all suspects.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
I do like Chad and Mindy, like in this scene, because after they have like sort of like the meet cutes, you have Lucas somehow getting the girl kind of into him, right? Because he jumps over the bed and over the bar, and Chloe's like,
well,
like,
after
really?
they call
like,
him, they call him creepy or something like that, and the girl goes, "Oh, I kind of like that," or something like that.
She's into him, yeah.
But
can you get me another beer? And she's like, "Sure."
But here's the problem with this scene because they're all. I mean, it's a complete massacre with all these kids, right? They're really there's no connection to the audience to these kids. Like it's like they were thrown in the mix a little bit. We don't know much about them at all. And the fact that they die, it's like, don't really I don't care if they're dead or not. Like it's not it'd be one thing if they were connected to Sydney. Like in all the other movies, it's her friends. And here it's like, all right, the daughter's friends, but. Who cares? It's not there's really we don't know much about these kids. We saw them in one other scene maybe before, and then that's it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's tough with whodunits. It's like Friday the 13th, they can do 70 of them because it's Jason.
Yeah.
We know he's coming back. They're trying to trick the audience. You almost have to in the next movie. It's got to be somebody tied just to the daughter or something. Like, I don't know how you.
How about not make a next movie?
No, you're gonna do it. I think it did well enough, and they got to keep it going. But yeah, no, I do love Chad Mindy. Like, isn't it weird? Two of the suspects conveniently just excuse themselves at the same time, and you're like, oh, shit.
That's what I said. Why would they allow anyone to? They really should be like, all right, no one's leaving. We're all moved together. First of all, if Ghostface is there, wouldn't they have a better chance if they're all together?
Oh, all those movies. Why do you ever split up? Exactly. But like Chad Mindy's characters are great, though. Just the way they point those things out. They're like, yeah, we should go now. Like, they're ready to leave everybody.
But how about the fact that, okay, they're meeting there. They think someone there could be a killer. Not one of them is armed with a weapon. So you trap yourself in an area of a bar with possibly the killer.
And then let Tatum, the daughter of the girl that of the woman that is definitely a target of a lot of this, go with Ben, who she thinks is the killer. Like, just leave with him.
See, now, you know who would be, I think, a good killer? Her daughter.
Oh, man.
See,
you never told me about this?
Yeah. The connection. Like, it's like, like you treated me like a whatever, like however you want to do it. But like now, like that's someone that you would never suspect. And that would have been a better, because I think they're trying to do like nicey nice, the relationship, family, we got to be, but I think that would have been a twist that no one would see coming. And, however you want to connect it, but now you have a true connection to Sydney.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
Yeah.
I would have really enjoyed that. But yeah, the only person that had a good fight was Chloe in the bar. Like when she's hiding and she had at least battles Ghostface a little bit, right?
Well,
like something.
Don't you feel that the women fight better with Ghostface than the men outside of McHale?
Yeah.
Outside of McHale.
They do in a lot of these movies.
They do. Yeah. They're always able to escape. There's always a kick involved somehow. And they're always able to get out of the situation a little bit until, the Ghostface gets...
And then Lucas is like, don't worry, I'll go in and fight him. And he comes out a second later. He could have been a good killer in that scene. It wasn't real blood. Because she didn't really check. And then she died right away afterwards.
Yeah, but that was what happened with Stu and his...
Right? Yeah, but that was way at the end of the movie.
But I thought he might have been faking it, but again, they don't show it. They didn't show him getting stabbed. Like they should have showed something, right?
Yeah.
But you notice that with all these kills, Ghostface doesn't have one speck of blood on him at all.
Well, you can't see blood on black, can you? Is that good?
He's got a white face.
Oh, on the white mask.
I mean, really? Like, so yeah. If you look at my poster, there's blood all over him.
On his mask?
Well, there's blood on his...
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I mean, so... but he's clean. No rips in his... He never has a rip in his costume. Like, everything... Yeah. I
remember having a Ghostface mask that you squeezed the button and blood went through it.
They used to have that.
For Halloween.
How about, like, he's in all these fights. How about, like, he comes out and he starts chasing him, but his face is all, like, mushed in because, like, the plastic was all... Because of all the punches. Like
that's what they did in one of the movies, right? In
did they?
5 or 6, they did something with an old mask.
How about he gets punched and the mask spins around, and now he can't see.
Now he can't see at all. And then, oh man! But dude, when we get because at the same time Sid's about to do the interview, she goes live. That's what starts a lot of this, because then the phone call comes in. Yep. Yeah, the phone call comes into the bar. Oh, yeah. Remember they finally call and says, I'm outside the bar. Oh, yeah, because I know your daughter's not home. She's at the bar with everyone. And then that's when she starts running, right? Because her car is dead or somebody did something to it. Remember?
Is this...
Oh, no, that's the later... Oh, no, that's in this scene. What am I talking about? No, she's running to the bar.
Well, okay. Didn't the one girl hit him with the fire extinguisher? Was that here now or is that later?
Way later.
Oh, it is.
Way after this.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So she's running.
This is more right. Yeah. Now we have the girl at the bar's dead.
Everybody.
She like fights back a little bit.
Yep.
Lucas, who gets stabbed in the stomach, gets lifted, put it on that really fancy tap for the beer, and the beer pours out of his mouth. Okay.
Knowing who's the killers, how is that happening?
Well, I can see one of them being short enough.
No way. You think those two at the end or whatever, that when we know who they are, you think either one of them?
He's got guns on him, dude. You remember him and Grace and Frankie? He had guns.
Oh my gosh. No, he doesn't. All right. That's not happening. And I got confused with the kill. This is what I'm talking about with the blood coming out with the keg. Like it was comical. Like like you have the kill, but then you got to see the blood coming out. I said that it happened to begin the movie, but I was talking about this scene.
Yeah, then because we were talking about the later scene, but right at this point too is when Joel McHale dies. When he's walking through his dark garage because he hears a sound, and there's sheets hanging everywhere. Like there's a lot of
everywhere.
Sheets.
You know what? I don't think when they're if they're painting or doing that kind of stuff, they usually will do a section at a time, right? They're not going to do the entire Dexter Morgan basement, with the plastic
Dude, I wrote
sheets.
that. Dexter would appreciate that kill.
Oh, he would love that area. That would be perfect for him. But again, the amount of plastics all around, you can't, first of all, that seemed like so dangerous, for anyone. You can't see anything as you're walking around. And yeah, that was crazy. Well, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Does he die? The father. I thought he was badly injured. I don't think he died. I don't remember. Maybe.
No, Mark survives.
Oh, he does. You said
Joel McHale still survive.
You said he died. This is where he died.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, he should have died.
You threw me off. I'm like, I could have sworn he was living.
No, yeah. The fact that he's just laying there bleeding onto a plastic sheet, 3 hours later we see him again.
See, and that I think that's part of the problem. Kind of what I said before is they're trying to get the happy ending with the family and all that stuff. And if this is a true killer, someone they need sorrow, right? They need someone, not even just people in school, having him die, their father would be big. Having Sidney die, it should have been, these movies stop trying to save the chemistry of the family and everything else, but I don't know, because I think that'd be more shocking, right? You have someone that's either close to Sidney or that
Sid takes the knife for Tatum.
Something, I don't know. Yeah. She that to me, that's how the fact that she's still alive after all this time with all these killers, she survived every single time. It would have been good if she should have ended her franchise with getting killed by protecting her daughter, and this way now her legacy's gone, but her daughter can carry on.
Yeah, no, that would have been good, but no, of course we didn't get that.
Okay,
but yeah, so Gail is ridiculous in this one. Even in this scene, and the fact that she starts grilling her about her family, then she storms off, and then Sid leaves, and Gail doesn't follow her because we don't see Gail again until the very end of the movie.
Yeah,
she's disappeared. We see her pick up she's with the twins later, but those twins, man, again, characters, everyone survives. It's wild.
That's what I mean.
None of the carryover characters die. I
think if you're in a situation like this in real life multiple times, I think at some point, one of those times, you're not going to make it. I don't think you're going to be lucky every time of surviving in an area where there's a mass murderer. And this happens 6 other times. There's going to be a time when you're not going to make it. So,
and I wouldn't be friends with that person. If I saw Sidney, I'd move. Sidney Prescott moves next door. I'm out of here.
If you had a mass murderer in your town, I'm out of here. Let alone even if it's the next town, I want away from this area.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it is. It is a ghost town.
It's Ghostface. It's full of Ghostface. There's just the families of Ghostface that are in the town. So now we get. Sid's on foot. The twins are trying to get out. They have no, and then we really don't see. We just see Ghostface pop behind him, right?
Well, yes. Well, in the plastic, you see the plastic, him behind the plastic. But back to Sidney on foot. How far away is she that she's running to the town? I gotta imagine it's a few miles.
She's gotta be. I don't think where they live would have the main news station. Pine Grove doesn't sound like a town that has a hotshot news anchor like that, right? Would there be a regional place that is far away? But no, she's hoofing it, trying to get into there.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is no traffic there because it's a curfew, so she was able to make good time.
She should have grabbed a bike. That'd have been good. Stole a kid's bike.
She's not making a couple miles. It has to be a couple miles. And when I say a couple miles, 10, 15 miles. It's not going to be around the corner. So, I don't think that's happened. She ran a half marathon to get there.
I do again, I know it's kind of corny because how do you think there's no cops around the town at all? Like they're not on a curfew. They shouldn't be home. They should be enforcing the curfew. Is why wouldn't kids be out right now? But seeing her running through the town, that was actually pretty cool. Like I did like that.
Yeah, but at the same time, like any of these kids could have broken the curfew and the cops wouldn't know because there's no cops around. So why have a curfew? Like why follow the curfew if there's no one else to find out?
That's what I mean. Yeah, no, I know. Why? I guess they are that scared, right? Maybe they're like, oh shit, like we're gonna die if we're out on town.
No one living in the area hears her screaming. I mean, if it's an empty town, it's gonna be loud, right? You're not gonna hear it was a quiet town. No one heard her screaming because she was screaming the whole time.
There's gotta be one apartment in that downtown, right? On top of one of those businesses.
100% there is. I mean, every coffee shop and all that in a town like that has like the apartments. No one heard anything.
I know. And I did like, again, the way Sid couldn't get there and she's helping her through the screen. But how does Ghostface end up getting in? Because Ghostface doesn't know the code at first, right? And then disappears and then knows the code. So is that kind of like a hint at who the killer is?
Well, that had to be the neighbor.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Well,
so that's the hint, the way they got in. Like, oh shit.
So did they? So I want to see that scene where Ghostface calls. All right. So what's the code to the? Because he left.
No. I think there's one. That's the scene when both of them are there. So we have the two Ghostface there at the scene.
They were both
we
there.
Have one at first and then disappears, and then I think the other one came that knew the code.
So then where's the other one?
Waiting, and then the other one shows up. Because remember, they collapse on Tatum after the one gets shot and has the bulletproof vest because she's like, shoot through the calendars. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, wait a second. So you're saying that the one Ghostface couldn't get in there, calls the other Ghostface up to come over, and waits patiently, like on the corner, like looking at their watch. All right,
checking the phone.
Yeah, and then
tapping their phone,
waiting for the Ghostface to get there. Oh, it's about time. Then the Ghostface goes there, puts the code in, while the other one's still waiting. Seems like a lot of work.
And then waits for the other one to go in.
Seems like a lot of work.
And then, I know, but that's the only thing that makes sense. Unless you think he called her.
I think he
and
called
said,
her.
Hey, what's the code?
Yes, I think he called her. I think he stepped away, he called her, and came back.
Oh, shit, I forgot the code. I got to call her back. Can you just text it to me so I have it? But yeah,
Wait,
no.
Does it have pockets, the robe? Or whatever?
Ooh, I don't think you can, right? That would look really weird.
Are they naked under there? See, I think that'd be funny.
No, he's not naked because we see them take the outfit off.
See, I think that'd be funny though if, like, at one point, like one of the killers, like as they're falling, you see like their ass like hanging out.
I didn't want to. If the thing got blown up by the wind, I didn't want you to know any tells because I wore that shirt today.
The Ghostface runs over the grate with the air, like Marilyn Monroe, and you see
Marilyn Monroe. Yeah. Oh, I know that ass anywhere. Oh my God,
that's a hairy ass. That's got to be a guy. All right, so we got a guy killer now. That's
Tony Baloney.
Tony's
Heavy
back.
said Tony Baloney. We saw her butt. We thought, Tony, you worked out a lot. You went to the heavyweights camp ran by Bill and Ben Stiller. We got you.
Unbelievable.
So now we get So now they converge on her. They take her back to the house. And now it's a Stu voicemail again, or is it a phone call? It says home is where the heart is. Where'd you take her?
Oh yeah,
home is where the heart.
Yeah, that's right.
I think that's a normal Ghostface voice.
Right. Yes, it was. Yeah. So, well, I mean, they knock her out. I mean, she had a blow right to the face. Yeah. So
you better not kill her. And he says, I won't hurt her until you're here to see it. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. So how far are they driving around Ghostface outfits? To get to the house.
Oh my God, what car are they in?
Like, I mean, what if the cops pulled them over? While they're driving around in the outfits? Like,
well, the cops aren't out. I wrote no neighbors saw a girl being dragged by two men who look like ghosts.
Why
I know that.
Why are you saying they're men? How do you know?
I think of ghosts as men. Those type of ghosts are men.
So there's no female ghost? How do you know the difference between a female ghost and
there are female ghosts, but you think they have something.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, so like, how are they bringing her? I mean, they got to, first of all, not only that, they have to carry her into the house because she's knocked out.
Yeah.
They're driving around in their outfits. Like, it just, there's like no explanation for that.
None at all.
Like, what they should have done was like, come down to the coffee shop and, and meet us here or something like that. That would make more sense.
No, they had to go home again to do the first movie, to have her tied in a chair, just like the opening scene from the first movie.
Ridiculous.
So a lot of those like callbacks to that but when we find out that it's Ethan Embry's character, Mark, and Jessica, Anna Camp, I'm like, and her whole motive behind it, like, he's a little kooky. But again, no connection. But it's like, hers was like, I met him there. So she's really the one that is the whole
organized everything.
Because she read the book and felt like
she's mad at her for
abandoned her
because she left. She went, she went private. She went private, and
which is wild.
And that's what caused her to kill people. Like, think about that. Her reason for killing, and she was in an abusive relationship, but her reason was killing.
And I killed my husband because of you.
Okay, and you know what? I mean, I can get on board for that, right? Fine, I killed my husband, but you're going to become a mass murderer because you're mad that she left. I mean, it was such a reach. It's like. I guess they ran out of ideas. How are we really going to connect someone to Sydney? And it's like, this really was the worst option I think they had.
I know. I did love the AI video, but I did not love that they didn't ask Timothy Olyphant to do a quick part. Yeah. And all the other killers, but they didn't have the people from Scream 4, which was weird.
Well, I thought the funny part was
Scream 5. So they only had... I think
the first one. They only had everyone from the first one.
They didn't have Billy Lomas?
No, they only had the first one. No, they didn't. But they had...
So they had Stu?
They had Stu.
They had
Billy.
Laurie Metcalf.
Didn't they have Billy? I thought they had Billy. I thought they did.
Okay, maybe they did. But, and then they had Roman from the third one.
And they had Dewey.
No 4, no 5, no 6.
They also had Dewey with the music. Was that music playing when Dewey?
Oh, was that playing in the movie or in the video?
In the deepfake.
If it was in the tribute video, it would be amazing.
Because he was the only one that had the music. So, like, I wonder if that's.
He looks so emo.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Every time that came on, dude, it was the best. He was like a old Western, dude.
But it added comedy because it was like old West comedy music. Like it was just Oh my gosh.
It's so good. But yeah, with that friggin'... Yeah, and then Mark's alive. So Ethan goes bring out the husband. Let's kill them all right here. Drags him out. It's Mark. He's still alive, which is nuts, man.
He went through a lot. I mean, yeah, he should not be alive at all. So. And
Jessica's motive, too, was obviously it was what you just mentioned before because Sid went in the shadows. She was almost saying, like, she brought her out because she wants to be Sid's bad guy. And I'm like, what?
It's so stupid. It really, and again, when the reveal happened, I'm like, oh, it's her. Like, I'm looking back. I'm like, she tried to be odd, in a way she was acting to put suspicious, because no one thought of her at all, but the way she was acting, you're thinking of her kind of thing.
Yeah. And she even references New York.
Well,
she says it too.
Everybody else did.
Sydney, you weren't in New York. I'm like, why do you care about New York? You weren't the killer in that movie. You had no idea what was going on in that movie.
Yeah.
Why? Obviously, they could read the news afterwards, but crazy. But Jessica, man, when she friggin' kills Ethan, like, how about what she says about her son? He was a lot like his father anyway.
The whole movie, they're together the whole time. So you're telling me she's been a fake mother all this time?
Yeah, he was a real mama's boy too.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. So now music starts cranking, right? Anna Camp puts on like loud ass music in there. And now she's trying to look. So this made no sense. So we saw like all the sheets were still up, everywhere. And then we noticed like in the back of one of the sheets where Sid just walked through, we see like a shadowy figure climb up. Anna Camp climbed up with one, like 2 arms, pulled herself up on the second level.
The stuff that they do, knowing the people that are behind the mask, is ridiculous. And back to the plastic. What can you possibly be doing in the basement that needs all that plastic? Because like it seemed like every inch of that, outside of like a little walkway, everything's covered in plastic.
Yeah, and it's just to keep dust out, but like it's everywhere.
Yeah, but
nothing's closed yet.
But the problem is like there's so much plastic around blocking off everything that you can't even work on the house. There's nothing to work on except for the walkway. There's only like a little walkway to do. Everything else is cleared off. So what are they doing down there?
Scream 8's going to be the horror of trying to finish that.
Oh my gosh.
You got to finish that project. They're way over budget. Property Brothers are upset with them, man. You can't be being murdered in the in the area. They wipe all the blood out. But yeah, we
no
get
blood
kind of
on
a fun
any of the
battle.
no blood in any of the places.
Oh, I know.
Okay, I mean,
know.
you know. Okay.
But it wasn't. Again, it didn't save the movie for me. But a fun little battle at the end, like something. And then again, Sid gets really vicious. Like the stabbing was, whoa, man.
Well, she's not good with a gun,
then,
so she might as well use the knife.
Which
so.
she usually is.
Yeah.
She's usually good with a gun.
Yeah, well, not in this movie.
Then Tatum becomes the new gunslinger in the household.
That's why it would have been better if Sidney died jumping in front of a bullet or something, or a stab, jumping in front of that, and now Tatum kills and now has Sidney's like courage and all that stuff.
And she says that I'm Sidney effing Prescott's daughter.
Yeah.
Boom. But then when we get the twins and we see them get out of the car with Kale, I'm like, oh my God, they survived. They were able to do like a live shoot. So we get Jasmine Savoy, Mindy, able to be the reporter. Because remember, she's like, oh, I'm so hurt. I don't know if I could work. And then she's like, but I want you to. She's like, oh, I suddenly feel great. Then Mark survived. I'm like, oh.
Well, Weathers
so like
now
3 people.
She passed the mic. Now she pulled a Brock Lesnar. She just gave.
Oh, you think she'll be in the next movie?
Gail?
Yeah. Or was that her doing it?
Maybe. Well,
she's been in every movie. In this movie, wouldn't you be pissed if you're her? You kind of a nothing role.
Of course,
you're not in the movie.
So maybe she's pulling a fake Brock Lesnar retirement and
kill her in the next one.
Or just like you think she's not going to be in the next movie, but she really is. No, See,
I think that would be good. She's in the next movie, but maybe she doesn't kill Sid's daughter or go after Sid really, but she wants to drop. See, that makes sense. If she wants the story out and she'll write another book.
I would say which they should also do is if she's going to be the killer, because she's so fame hungry and now like nothing's going on, she needs a story to write on. So she's the killer, but she's also the reporter. And she's doing both. And
could work.
This way to bring, now she's back on top again, creating, this stuff. Honestly, they just need to stop. The bottom line is they need to stop. I mean, it's over. It's over, Johnny.
It's not over. It's going to keep going. Well, but for us, it
didn't end on any kind of like, oh.
Well, no, we did get, again, one more time, another reference. She said, Gail, I should have been in New York.
Okay, but there wasn't like a Freddy moment at the end. There wasn't like...
Well, they never do that in these movies.
Oh, they don't?
The only movies that can do that are ones that you have a continuing killer, like I Know What You Did Last Summer. Or, at the end of I Know What You Did Last Summer, in her room, one of the teddy bears moves and you see the fisherman's face.
All right.
But you can't do it in a movie when the killers are gone.
True.
Very like underwhelming. Like,
oh yeah, it was.
Emma Roberts should have been in that video. Culkin should have been in the video thing. Why didn't they get these people? Dermot Moult.
But
like spoiler.
Even the videos though, it's like I think they're just jumping shark and they're just trying to be cool and relevant, and I didn't like the video thing. I think that was kind of lame. You either have them or you don't. Right, don't do because the fact that when you find that it's not really him, it's like all this time we're just you could have used a really cool character. We had a fake one. That's just stupid.
Next one, he's gonna be on a cruise ship or something. You almost have to fully jump the shark at this point. He's got to be somewhere, right? On a plane.
I don't know. Yeah, I want to see like was there like a 1960s Ghostface, and that's where Billy Loomis got the idea. Or something make it like there was a killer back in like years ago, which started the whole franchise.
It was
something
the mask
like
on clearance.
Well, something. So why'd they choose that mask?
Became the biggest Halloween costume ever.
Ridiculous.
Like, wild.
Yeah.
Just a little cheapo mask, but yeah. So that was Scream 7. Jamie, I think I know your answer to this, but would you recommend somebody to check out this movie?
No. I don't think it serves any purpose to the franchise. Like I said, I don't remember all of them. But I remember this one, and I briefly remember the other one, the one before this. I would say honestly, cut it off at this is 7. Cut it off at 6. You know, oh, I'm sorry, cut it off at 5. So make 5 your last one, and then I wouldn't even bother 6 and 7. I think you're losing what made Scream so good, and it just doesn't work.
But the people are going, so they're going to keep going.
They are. I mean, I'm sure there's people that maybe there's a new generation that likes it. You know, that really don't know the older ones. Maybe
5 was awesome. I really enjoyed 5. That's why I was so disappointed with 6.
I don't remember 5 at all. So I'm sure we'll be doing it once we finish all the Friday 13th. We can move to all the Screams.
All right, we only have 1 left. We had 3D left.
What about Nightmare on Elm Street? Do we have any left?
Oh, we have a lot of those left.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah.
We got to work on those.
That one, we only did New Nightmare, Part 4, and Part
3.
6.
I thought we did 3. It wasn't 3 Dream Wars?
Oh, we did do 3. Yeah, you're right. So we only have 2 and 5 left.
Okay. So it's not a lot.
Okay, so yeah, I guess not too many.
Okay.
Look at that. But yeah, so we have a lot of Screams to get to. So down the road, well, yeah, but I agree with you. I wouldn't go out of my way to watch this movie. Again, I love Neve Campbell. I wish it was more of her being more of a badass. She was like a phone call away or down the road looking at something. So I wish she was involved more and had like a legit one-on-one.
I wish there was more
during
Ghostface.
the movie, not just at the end.
I thought me too much Stu. Like the fact that there was no payoff with Stu, and you used that to replace Ghostface. I think that's part of the big problem, right? If you either go with Stu the whole way, or you don't go with Stu and just stay with Ghostface. But you know, to have both and then no payoff, that to me is like, I think, a big part of why I think it stinks.
Yeah, no, I hear you, but we're gonna turn it up a little bit, even though it is a big franchise. Now we're gonna go to an action franchise, the last one in it. I know they've been talking about it for years, making another one. I don't think it'll ever happen.
I think
one of the actors is finally getting too old for this shit. He's really old and he has some ailments. And of course, I'm talking this. I love these old trailers.
The best.
I've read there's a lot of gang in this one.
That's insane that there's a guy out there like that.
And that's like the opening scene.
I know. It's
there's a flamethrower in the beginning of this movie.
When I shoot what? The barrel of that napalm tank. You go eat that little bitty.
I gotta tell you, that's a horrible trailer. It doesn't even get into. It's really just a scene from the movie.
That might not be a real trailer.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a real trailer. I think
it says real Warner Brothers.
Oh, of course it says
trailer
real?
number 1.
I don't think it is.
And it says trailer number 1.
I'll tell you.
Yeah. So the next sequel we're going to be covering, it's Lethal Weapon 4. And for it, Jamie got an amazing interview, a stunt actress that has been doing it for a long time. And wow, talk about the people that she's doubled for. Christina Applegate, the great Goldie Hawn, who she received an epic gift from. And just a ton of other names over the years. I'll of course put her IMDb in the episode notes after we chat. But her thing was crazy. She went from like dance, gymnastics, then like wanted to be in like the circus, the town she grew up in. There's a guy that was in the P.T. Barnum circus from like the 50s and 60s and did like this kid circus every year. She got involved in that. And then it bled over into doing stunts. She did a 199-foot fall for Charlie's Angels that got cut from the movie. But some great stories. I love chatting with Lisa. So down to earth. So that'll be a lot of fun. And I'm glad that she worked in Lethal Weapon 4, which she said in that movie, she did more of the stunts in the street, like avoiding getting hit by a car, like that kind of stuff. But yeah, some really cool stories. But do you remember Lethal Weapon 4? I know you referenced Uncle Benny before.
Well, is that the one with Jet Li and that was also with they hiding the
Chris Rock? They're hiding the family?
Yeah.
Yo baby is having my baby and yo baby.
That's a great scene. But I think this is also like what I did like about this movie, if I remember correctly, is, you know, they do act their age a little bit more in this movie. Like, I mean, Riggs does get his ass kicked. I mean, Jet Li is a badass in this movie, and Riggs does get his ass kicked more in this movie than I think he does in all the other ones.
Yeah, they make it more realistic, like Rocky Balboa, which I do. I love that movie.
It's a great movie.
They made it so realistic because the only way that Rocky Balboa could win is if the other guy had an ailment. In this movie, like Riggs is using weapons. In the other movies, he would do hand to hand.
But he gets thrown around. I mean, he gets and he met his match. Like
great stunts in this movie.
But Jet Li was so badass in this movie.
Sick.
But I'm trying to think. Is Leo in this movie too? I don't remember. Leo Getz. Whatever.
Yes, he's in all of them. After 2, he's in all of them.
So then maybe it's 3. One of them was like a little too silly. I don't know if it was this one or the third one. But
the one we covered was really silly.
He had the blonde hair. Is that the one?
Yes, and he's like a real estate agent, and he talks about like, do you have remember termites?
Yeah.
Termites in your house? Oh my god, you gotta check for termites.
I think they toned him down in this movie a little bit because they have Chris Rock. So yeah, no.
Oh my god! What's crazy is Gone Fishing came out before this movie came out. So an old retiree fishing movie with Joe Pesci and Danny Glover, and then a year or two later, then they make this movie.
What's crazy is that he was in his 40s when he kept saying, "I'm too old for this shit."
Well, he's a cop. It's almost retiring time.
I guess
you retire in 25 years as a cop, which is insane. But so that was homework. Next week. We have Lisa Hoyle, Stunt Woman. Then after that, we'll have a fun review of Lethal Weapon 4. I hope you enjoyed Scream 7. So be sure to like, share, subscribe, follow us on all social media at Sequels Only. And don't forget to check out our website, sequelsonly.com. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, guys. Good night, guys.